Good day, I'm Andrea Chisholm and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, September 3. Persons who qualify for concession fares on JUTC buses can continue paying by cash until September 7. The Jamaica Urban Transit Company has pushed back the initial September 1 deadline for persons to pay the concession fare without the use of their smarter cards. JUTC's Deputy Managing Director of Operations, Kurt Finnekin, says the decision was taken as a result of the large crowds turning up at the company's offices to get cards. Concession passengers include senior citizens, the disabled, and students. They can get the smarter cards at the JUTC's East Parade office downtown, the Halfway Tree Transport Center, and the Spanish Town lay-by. The JUTC is also appealing to adult passengers not to seek to get cards at this time, as the company will be focusing on issuing smarter cards to concession passengers. In the past 3 days, JUTC says it has issued in excess of 10,000 smarter cards. 3 working groups have been set up to implement specific mandates under the recently appointed Cabinet Subcommittee on the Review of the Detention System. The subcommittee was established on August 18 to review the detention system and to develop a strategic response to the issue of treatment of persons in lockups and correctional facilities. Chaired by National Security Minister Peter Bunting, the group had its first meeting on August 28. At that meeting, a decision was made to establish the 3 working groups to examine and make recommendations on the reduction of overcrowding in lockups and prisons, review of the current lockup administration policy, and to examine the infrastructure and logistics of detention facilities. The head of each working group has been charged to oversee the consultative process for the assigned issues and to provide a draft interim report outlining the findings and recommendations by the end of September 2014. $4.3 million has been spent to improve the mobility of police officers stationed in resort towns across the island. As part of that, the Tourism Ministry handed over 3 motorcycles to the Negril police station in Westmoreland last Friday. The Tourism Enhancement Fund has also provided $25 million to rehabilitate the Negril police station. Portfolio Minister Dr. Wickham McNeil said it represented ongoing efforts to help the National Security Ministry fight crime. Farmers from Betheltown and neighboring communities in Westmoreland are set to benefit from the establishment of a sorrel processing factory in the community. Acting Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Derek Kellier officially opened the $27.8 million facility on August 28. He delivered a statement from Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller saying the project was part of government's holistic approach to rural development and the work of reducing poverty.
It represents steps being taken towards true economic independence. Economic independence can only be won when individuals and communities are empowered one by one to create their own enterprises, gainfully employ their own people, and produce their way out of poverty and underdevelopment.
The factory will enable the processing of sorrel into juices, jams, jellies, and other value-added products, significantly reducing imports of those items. $23.2 million in financing was provided by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund's Rural Economic Development Initiative in partnership with the Betheltown Sorrel Value Chain Improvement Project. The community contributed the remaining $4.6 million through its Agricultural Cooperative Society. 77 sorrel, ginger, and pimento farmers, as well as 11 factory workers, benefited directly from the initiative, which included training in good manufacturing practices, safety management and maintenance, public health and food safety, equipment usage and processing. And finally, in keeping with government's growth strategy, the Development Bank of Jamaica (DBJ) is vigorously working to give more small entrepreneurs access to financing. General Manager for the Strategic Services Division at the bank, Claudine Tracy, told a recent JIS think tank that the DBJ had taken a systematic approach to addressing the issue. She said the DBJ had a loan financing option available through commercial banks but used its capacity development program to prepare persons for accessing the necessary financing. She also pointed to a recently implemented voucher for technical assistance, which was announced by the Finance Minister in May and was still available for entrepreneurs.
An entrepreneur can go to a bank, let's say they're seeking a loan, but they may have some kind of deficit in their business. They don't have proper financial statements, they don't have a good business plan, they don't have a good marketing plan. what the bank can do on DBJ's behalf is to issue a voucher to this entrepreneur for them to go to a consultant, to a business development organization to get that service so that they can come back and, all things being equal, be able to access that financing.
The DBJ will seek to distribute approximately $3 billion in loans to micro, small and medium-sized businesses this year, an increase from $2.3 billion issued last year. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.